Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queen's Wish 2. So last time we defeated the angry spirits at Raximus, which turned out to be surprisingly easy. Just like the common catacombs. Turned out to be relatively easy, if a bit confusing. I suppose in the end it wasn't that bad, just, you know, I was a little bit unclear as to how to even defeat that weird encounter, but I did, so it's all good. And while we're here, as I said, we're going to challenge Greenwich again. I don't really think these extra 2 levels that we gained since last time will have made much of a difference, but we'll see. I still want to fight. Haven't fought you. I mean, yeah, we're not even fully healed, but I mean, pretty much. Close enough, I'd say, for it to not really matter that much. Vulnerable resisted. Okay, and just to remind myself, he can be bled and poisoned. He has a 100% crit chance, which is kind of ridiculous. 65% speed bonus, of course. I suppose it would really help if I could slow him. But is that really gonna happen, though? I mean, honestly, he does not have a ton of hit points. Didn't even remember that from last time. First time. The problem is, of course, that he's going to get a lot of actions. He's going to deal a ton of damage. And he's also going to summon his, some sort of hellhounds kind of thing. I cannot do what I was going to do, which is poison him. So I guess I'm just gonna attack him normally here and hope for the slow. No such luck. You're gonna drink a potion. Make him bleed. 69 damage, nice. Unfortunately, he got a turn. He did not kill anyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Battle medic, please. Thank you. Okay, he's just over 100, so honestly, he probably could be killed. Like, I'm sure this guy can crit for way more than 100. Okay, we did slow him. That is really useful. And we can even... Oh, can we though? No. No, we cannot target up there, can we? Unless it's just a range thing? It is a range thing, actually. It was a range thing, so we can do this. Okay. He cured himself, he enraged himself, but he also missed, which is huge. You can move just enough. Okay, unfortunately no battle medic here. I'm gonna attack him again, hope for the slow, which is a very small chance, of course, so... Okay, resisted everything, and there are the wild wolves. They do have a ton of health. Oh, didn't I actually go ahead and get the thing that I said I probably should get at some point? Terrifying Scream. Fear for 1 turn. I mean, that's not a lot. But they all resisted fear. Literally every single one. And we're dead. Yeah, we're dead now. Okay. I mean, yeah. Honestly, the guy by himself, pretty rough, but I mean, we would have done it. Pretty sure. I mean, he could have gotten a lucky hit in, one-shotting one of us, of course. But we absolutely could have won. If not for these wolves. 3 of them as well. Which is crazy. I mean, they have quite a bit of health. Too much to kill them very quickly. Not a lot of evasion or armor, so that's good at least. They can theoretically be stunned, but I mean a 90% resistance is obviously making that extremely unreliable, to say the least. The same ridiculous 80% curse resist, which of course doesn't help. Oh yeah, okay, well, 90% mental resist, so even that mass fear is extremely unlikely to work. And the same 65% speed bonus. At least they're not critting all the time. but clearly they don't need to in order to just completely wreck us. So yeah, unfortunately that does not look good. I mean, even if we tried to corner him somehow, if we could somehow trap him in a corner and completely surround him, which would be dangerous in all kinds of ways, but just theoretically. I'm guessing that if he, as soon as he summons his hounds, they're just gonna appear in the next available free space, so I doubt that I could actually prevent him from summoning them. Which right now is the only way I can see potentially winning this one. I mean, maybe at appropriate level, when we're able to deal more damage, and he's not gonna deal quite as much damage, and we might have a better chance of actually killing off those wolves. Because I really feel like we need to do that. We can't just tank their attacks. No, I don't know. Obviously, if I had started out with full mana on Atantuo, he could have thrown in the occasional Haven's Mercy there. In fact, I probably need to do that. Only one healer is almost certainly not enough to keep up with that all that damage. Should I give it one more try just to see? Well, just to see. I mean, obviously, I still don't expect to win this one. Not with those hounds and not with the level difference that's still there, but I just want to see how average that attempt just now was, basically. If we're gonna get wrecked much faster this time around. So obviously we need this one. We're gonna start by rushing. I pressed the wrong button, apparently. Which is definitely a great start. Slow resisted. Okay, we get another chance here. I'm gonna stand off to the side for no particular reason, I guess. Gonna move you a little bit closer while we can. Okay, he hasted and cured himself. But we just bleed him again. I'm also going to move you closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not close enough, so now we are within range for any emergency healing. He evaded, unfortunately, because 30% chance to do so. Okay, he moved. Removing any even slight chance to, you know, of him having him surrounded enough for some of the wolves to maybe not spawn. But again, I'm 90% sure that that wouldn't even work. Okay, we slowed him and bled him. That's always nice. Okay, pretty much a full heal here. Maybe a vulnerability? Oh, yeah. I mean, that helps a little bit, but the wolves are gonna appear any moment now. Just to remind myself, he is absolutely immune to stun. Yes, of course. Of course he would be. Ah, okay. And that's a miss, and there are the wolves, and... yeah. Oh, you're out of potions too. That doesn't exactly help. I mean, I guess it also doesn't really make a huge difference. You know what? Go ahead and poison them all for what it's worth. I could... yeah, I pretty much have to do this in order to keep them alive. I was hoping for a battle medic, obviously. Didn't happen. Nor there. That's not amazing. No, right. He'll also radiate healing. That is actually really bad. Okay. Oof. Okay, the wolves are trying to go places. I mean, honestly, these, well, started going down. Oof. Oof. Big oof. Yeah, they didn't like that. They did not appreciate her poisoning them. The problem is that she's just dead at this point. I think my best bet is to just try and kill this guy. Yeah, okay, well, that evade basically settled it there. Battle medic. Huh. I mean, just on the off chance that she'll survive for one more turn. Also, I'm gonna top him off. Deal the maximum amount of damage you can, I suppose, if you hit at all. Okay, a crit on the guy. On the man himself. You're completely out. Yeah, okay, well. You could still apply bleeding. No such luck. Oh, she evaded that attack, and that wolf somehow changed its mind. Weird. Definitely didn't see that coming. Oh, that's such a good hit. A crit for 146. Come on. Don't get my hopes up, game. This is amazing. He's actually so low. If these wolves die with him, we might actually stand a chance here. This is ridiculous. Come on, please. 150. This could be it. Drink a potion, obviously. 26. Come on. Do I heal? I have to. Battle medic. Oh, you could save your life, or you could actually finish him off, perhaps. He is still bleeding and poisoned. He's gonna take some damage. Basically, so long as we deal any kind of damage, he's almost certainly dead next turn. Which is nuts. But if the wolves don't die, and why would they, realistically? They might, though. It's basically a 50-50. Sometimes summoned adds disappear with the boss, sometimes they don't. Could go either way, really. I mean, chances are we're not actually killing him, and he's just gonna, you know, give up. Survive with 1 hit point. Not really sure. Probably gonna kill him, though. Either way, I mean, the question is, do I heal to maybe make sure that these two survive 1 more round of attacks from these wolves? And stick around, especially him. Especially he might stick around for any additional healing. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. That's not the right button to press. Holy crap! Do not accidentally load. That would have been awful. Okay, please. Okay, he got a heal off, but he also took damage. He got an attack off. Please, someone needs to get to attack him. Yeah, that works. 69. Perfect. And just like that, the Pitmaster of the Rokaj is dead at your feet. Wow, I mean, I'm glad I gave it another shot. The wolves are still around, though. They did not immediately disappear. But our healer is around. He still has mana. We're still in the game. Holy crap. Just like that, the Pitmaster of the Rokaj is dead at your feet. A worthy foe, but no match for the Might of Haven. Yeah, I mean, that was not a predetermined outcome like so many encounters. You look around to see the reaction of the row warriors. There is no cheering, no cries for vengeance. They are packing up. Now that the Pitmaster is dead, there is no point in remaining. Tales of your fearsome brutality will soon spread throughout the Rokaj. Uh-oh. I mean, I guess that should be more than balanced out by all the mercy I've been showing. But I still do feel kind of bad. But I mean, I couldn't possibly pass up this opportunity to have such an exciting encounter, right? I mean, I suppose now that I've seen it, and now that I've proven that I was able to do it against all odds, I could always reload and decide to, you know, not just murder this guy. I guess it's an option. I suppose I'll take a look at the rewards, and if they're really good, I'll take it. If they're not amazing, I might consider just, treating this as a glimpse into an alternate reality. We'll see. Anyway, fearsome brutality. Soon the ruins will be empty. Surely, when times are calm again, a new Pitmaster will come and restart the games. Right now, it's clear to the warriors that they need to return home and prepare for whatever is coming. Right. So we did get 100 XP for that, for what it's worth. Stand there. Whirlwind? Poison? Could max out their poison stacks, I suppose. Let's do that. Okay, you can walk away as far as possible and just deal maximum damage. Extra poison is not going to do anything at this point, so yeah, we can fit a fireball perfectly in between here. Ouch. Oh god. No, never mind. Looked like he was lower than he was. Please, please. Okay, good. Okay, good. Gives us a chance to do this. Well, you can't really do much. Oh, especially since you're ensnared, so I guess we're gonna Go ahead and shoot that wolf. Oh. Someone might die before this is over. Okay, that's one down, actually. This wolf is gonna die the next chance it gets. Yep, there we go. Ouch. And we actually won? Holy moly. No one died. This is nothing short of a miracle. I mean... Okay. Can we go there? Oh, the door is closed. Is this open now? It sure is, somehow. I guess we took the guy's key to his private quarters. The Warp Spear. Arcane gear, of course. So, yeah, definitely not an amazing piece of gear for me. I suppose if I had someone to use this with, and I could always just respec to, you know, give myself someone to use this with. The damage seems really good, actually. 40 to 84 without any buffs. Vulnerable, 50% chance, 20% crit, 3 slots, 20% speed bonus. In itself is already amazing. You know, I wasn't really considering that until I was finished reading that. But, why don't I actually give this to Chip? No more cleaves, but I mean, those are fun, but they have obviously been notoriously unreliable. Huh. Of course, I will have to redistribute quite a bunch of points, but that being said, the last couple of level ups, I've really been struggling to find anything useful to put those points in the first place, so unlocking tier 3 arcane should not be a problem. Now, is there any downside that I'm not seeing? I can obviously just put the healing strikes in there. The hit chance, I guess, as well. Do I even need that anymore? Oh, I can only put in one magical damage rune. That being said, did I make a huge mistake? Did I sell that extra, or am I hallucinating that I got an extra +4 magical damage rune at some point that I decided to get rid of? I might have just stashed it away, if I'm not a complete idiot. I mean, I guess I didn't really foresee at the time that I could ever potentially need a third one. But I feel like I did get one, and, well, I definitely don't have it on me anymore. It might be in my inactive inventory, but I think, well, I either sold it right off the bat or put it into a chest, probably up in the northern Kranos fortress. So either way, I mean, this is, you know, this is intriguing, and this is an amazing weapon. Obviously, this whole game I've been looking forward to eventually reforging this pirate sword, and we'll see how good that ends up being if I ever do find how to do that. I probably will eventually. But yeah. Oh wow, look at that. With all the damage bonuses that she has, that's a 49 to 93 magical damage. With a 20% crit chance to make vulnerable, and the amazing speed bonus, which is actually going to help him specifically a lot. As well as the evasion. It's also going to help with his survival. So yeah, that's actually a really good weapon. Okay, so sorry, Pitmaster. In other words, I'm absolutely going to keep this. Save. There we go. Wow. I mean, again, I did not expect this in the slightest. But here we are. Also, since we're here, I guess I can check out the chest at Timberland Keep. Please tell me no, it's not here. I don't have it anymore. That's... Or did I never have it in the first place? I'm really not 100% sure, but I do feel like I had that at some point, and well, I don't have it anymore. Okay, hold on. There's a tiny chance that I did put it in the other chest, all the way back in Fort Meadow. I don't think so, though. We'll see. Holy Augment, Dragon Slayer, Mental Resist, Damage to Reptiles, yeah. Well, I don't know, feel free to remind me if I really did sell that +4 magical damage rune. Maybe not, but probably I did. Anyway, it's fine, I guess. It's not, you know, it's not the end of the world, obviously. I'm gonna... Suppose I could put in damage to reptiles, or I could obviously just put in +2 magical damage. Oh, I'm definitely gonna do that, I suppose. Then the healing strikes, and yeah, not much else I have available, is there? Can only put 1 healing strikes, of course, so this is actually superfluous at this point. Radiant augment, magical armor. I mean, oh, you know what? We do have this helmet right here. Bloodletting, hit chance. Oh wait, I keep forgetting that helmets are for offensive augments. Yeah. So we don't actually really have room for that, or do we? Physical armor. Curse resist. Okay, so he already has +4 magical armor in there. I see. Okay, never mind. I guess we already had one of these. We don't really have much room for it. Well, I suppose if she had a... or she will eventually have some robes with more than 1 slot, I guess. Yeah, these just have 1 slot. I mean, it's a special item with some nice bonuses. The crit chance and the magical damage, of course, being the main bonuses here. So I don't know if I'm gonna replace this one. I definitely could replace the +1 physical armor with something better. Shouldn't we have access to +2 physical armor at least from a shop? Obviously, she's very much lacking in that regard specifically. As for him, healing spells, bleed and poison resist. Wait, don't we have something better? No, I guess 10% is the better one already. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we don't really have much of a use for this right now. Magical armor is obviously mostly needed on my fighters who have better physical armor by default. Well, by virtue of wearing the equipment that they're wearing. Anyway, do I need any of these, actually? Can only put 1 battle medic. Okay, just remind myself what we can even buy here. Runes. Right, we have these, which I don't care about. Kranos and Daga. Oh, we do have access to the Letha one, but not these two. That's interesting. Okay. Right, we do have one of these, so we definitely want one of these. Oh, you're completely out of room. Yeah, I should... okay. Oh boy, one thing at a time. I guess I'm still... I still haven't quite mentally processed my unexpected victory at the arena. Sell something, yes. Sell a bunch of things, actually. We don't have a use for this. Or for this. Or for this. Or this thing, of course. Maximum energy, yeah, I decided that we won't need that. Okay, we have an extra Scroll of Mercy on you. You can actually take the Scroll of Might into your active inventory, I suppose. I'm so tempted to just get rid of all my Scrolls of Calling. Maybe keep 1 on me. I suppose at this point I already have only 1 with me. So there's that. Anyway. Yeah, you definitely don't need 2 of these though. Radiant Helm. Right. +1 to Shockwave. So who's gonna get this one? I guess Chip needs the protection more, even with the new spear that he's about to use. But yeah, he's still gonna be less protected by quite a bit. So he'll want to use this. Guess I'm gonna just, yeah, swap those 2 runes over and give him some extra, well, physical damage, I guess. Would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, totally would. Okay, Juggling around inventory space. Right, we want that there, I guess, just in case. Want this out of the way for now. Okay, there's probably a much more efficient way to do all of this, but yes. For now, we'll just do this. I'm really not a huge fan of these plus 5% hit chance runes. I feel like there should be something better to use, but I'm not... I don't know. At the same time, I can't really think of anything better. So we want to sell this one. Not that one. Runes. And it just feels weird to use such an early game rune instead of anything better. Oh, definitely want one of these. That's the wrong character, that's fine. Crit chance, actually. Why not crit chance rather than hit chance? That seems more exciting, if nothing else. And I guess for the weapon we could use that. Maybe it's not a terrible idea to have some extra hit chance against all those enemies with their dodge chance. But yeah, some more crit. Seems like a good thing. So, right, for the helmet... Wait. So in the helmet we want bloodletting, I guess. Right, we're not gonna put that in right away. But instead this, I guess it doesn't really matter. I suppose I could slot... Oh boy, I could slot the crit into the weapon, so the weapon is where all the crit is. Again, it does not matter whatsoever. Install. I could have equipped the helmet to have one more space, but I guess we don't need to have that. There we go. We will equip that in a moment. Hand that over to him. We hand the weapon over to him, of course. Select the correct character there. Now you have your Radiant Helm. Stun resist doesn't matter. It's better protection than he used to have, though. And yeah, he also deals... Oh, that's physical damage. I'm an idiot. Oh. Why didn't anyone say anything? Well, you probably did, to be fair. Oh well. It's... Oh yeah, you can't use that quite yet. I forgot about that part. Then I'll have to do that as well, of course. Oh god. Honestly, I should probably just do all of this off camera as I usually do, because as you see what kind of a mess this is. This just takes me way longer than it probably needs to, but you know, it's a lot of juggling stuff around and trying not to forget anything. So I guess I'll just you know, do the rest of the inventory management and re-equipping and stuff and things and respecking to be able to use that weapon in the first place off camera, and then we're going to be ready to head up into the Fangs of Judgment, I suppose, being the next thing that's left on the list, right? Yeah, apart from the Geldnas trial, I guess, that I still want to try at some point. But I mean, that's level 24, just like the Pitmaster we just killed. But there are a lot more enemies to deal with, and it's just, you know, it's way more reasonable to actually wait until we're more appropriate level. I'm probably not gonna wait all the way until I reach level 24, but maybe 22. Still 2 levels below, you know. Should still be a decent challenge. For what it's worth. Anyway, for now, I'll pause and I'll present you with the new and improved chip, I guess. Okay, I'm done. You know, 10 minutes later, lots of juggling back and forth, and here we are. The War Spear fully powered up, I guess, for now. Bringing him up to 38 to 82 damage. And of course now I don't have his old weapon to compare that to anymore. It's definitely a lot more high-end damage than, for example, his physical weapon. The low-end damage is not that amazing, but then we do have this extra 20% crit chance on top of that, plus the amazing speed bonus. And some physical evasion for good measure, and yeah, so just good stuff. Actually, if I hand this over to her, for her the weapon would be at 45 to 89, so just 7 damage more, I guess, from, well, 2 extra damage from the armor, 3 from the ring. Actually, I'm surprised it's not more of a difference. Right? I mean, compared to Chip's magical damage bonuses right now, it's 2 more from the helmet, right? Compared to just 2 from the weaker rune that's in there. Nothing from the ring, nothing from the armor itself. And then the weapon itself has... Oh, I guess they would be using the same weapon in that case. Wait, unless... What if I unequip this? Does that change that? No. So that does take into account if I equip that weapon. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Which she can, of course, yeah. Just for fun, I guess, he could use this, of course. 44 to 66. Yeah, so that's also 7 damage difference. Okay. Either way, it's, you know, maybe not an amazingly huge upgrade over what he was using before, and not over a really good physical weapon that he might have eventually acquired, like maybe the upgraded piratical sword. And of course, if I do ever get that, if that's actually a thing and not just a red herring, and it turns out to be amazing, I can always just respec. For the time being, of course, I had to take some abilities out, or some points out of abilities that he was using before, to make this possible. Basically, I took away Stunning Shot. That's a big thing. Obviously, I kept Whirlwind because... Whirlwind, you know. Do I need to say more? I did keep Bull Rush and Bludgeon Senseless. I guess my next point that I'm going to get is going to go into Bludgeon Senseless again. Although I also needed to take out, well, Shield Shatter, which I never really used. Although I probably should. I did not take out a point of Stone Vapors. I could do that, honestly. I'm obviously not using that as much. Honestly, I probably should do that, come to think of it. I mean, I do like that it poisons, you know, it applies 2 stacks of poison to a huge group of enemies. That's really nice. But I don't use that nearly as much. And I feel like I'd rather have my go-to attack that I'm basically going to use every single chance I get, the Bludgeon Senseless, have as powerful as possible. Yeah, I did take 1 point away from the row wears down and from Disruption, because, you know, Disruption is already useful to have just at rank 1, and this was never particularly useful to begin with. I mean, not crucial, I would say. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna actually switch this over. Yeah, and as far as magic goes, yeah, well, obviously... Well, I didn't need to go to the final tier. I guess I could have put 2 more... I could get away with 2 less points, but obviously those extra 4 points of damage are very nice to have, needless to say. Plus, he gets that shockwave unlocked for free from his helmet, right? So might as well maybe give this a use every now and then and make it a little bit more useful by having an actual point in it. And we'll see how many more points we'll get. I feel like we're gonna stop getting more skill points at some point, and that might actually be at level 20. I don't know, that strikes me as, you know, maybe a cutoff point. I might be half remembering something from the first Queen's Wish. That might be why I'm thinking this in the first place. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're going to continue getting more skill points just as we have been. And in that case, I might even maybe put in another point into Shockwave at some point, so we have that at level 3. Anyway, that's obviously not important for right now. For now, I think we should be good. Just one final check. Yeah, we have some room in the inventory, not a ton. Not as much as I would prefer, but, you know, we'll make do. So long as I remember to... Oh, right. So long as I remember to return somewhere. Ah, I did want to double check here. Okay. Cestus is holding court. I was thinking that maybe because we have now made some more official progress into the Letha, maybe something triggered here. And yes, apparently that's the case. So, you know, that makes traveling all the way back to Fort Meadow here less of a waste than it would have otherwise been, or felt like anyway. Anyway, save, and I guess we'll deal with Delia. The mirror surface is covered with a thin layer of green mist. It swirls slowly, resolving into a crude human face. It speaks. It's Delia. Atantuo, you arrived safely. In the high mountains, I mean. Well, not in the highest mountains yet, but yes, I have entered the High Letha. Good. It is a cold place, in temperature and temperament. You need to visit there, though. Briefly, I hope. I'm glad I was able to reach you. We need to talk. Please continue. I've had a report. You made contact with Governor Ivana, the most remote of Haven's governors in the row. We never hear much from her. I need to know what your impressions were. I mean, ever since meeting Ivana, actually, and having confirmed that she is indeed being competent and reasonable, I've been wondering if the game would actually try to make me, push me toward replacing her for some, some reason that might or might not make a lot of sense. Just to put me into that same kind of moral conflict that it's been trying to put me in with the other governors. Governor Ivana didn't have much to say to me? That's not true. She said a lot, actually. Seemed incompetent? She wasn't doing anything. Wow, what? No. Who would come to that conclusion? Like, seriously. Governor Ivana seemed very competent. She wasn't doing... very competent? She wasn't doing anything. I mean, I just wouldn't say that that second sentence. She wasn't doing much, but that seemed to be the right thing to do. Huh. You're showing insight, my brother. She's not supposed to be active, and the Hyletha Haven needs to tread very lightly. She needs to be present to represent us, but her main task is to watch and be silent. You want her to be inactive? Really? Why am I forced to pick these stupid options? Isn't it blatantly obvious that she's being that Ivana is being very considerate and acting appropriately to the situation that she's facing? Unlike the other governors, unlike Ata, who's being inactive, but in his case, it's a bad thing. Is this really supposed to be not obvious to everyone? Or, well, I don't know. I just don't get. I just don't get this game sometimes. Is it aimed at complete idiots? Is it explaining and over-explaining and re-explaining everything? Because they're actually expecting some people not to get it otherwise, or is it just, I don't know. Anyway, you want her to be inactive? Huh? Yes, the Hyletha are the tradition keepers of their people. They have great influence. If they are calm, the row is calm. If they are angered, it means great difficulty will soon follow. They want to be left alone, so we leave them alone. We need to make them happy and leave them free. Rokash is our vassal. These people are allowed to ignore us. They're not ignoring us. I mean, they're trying their best, but obviously, whatever. Why am I even arguing here? Maybe I have some changes I want made in the Hyletha. Well, I don't know, maybe, but so far, everything seems to be okay. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to do anything? Leave Ivana alone. That's what I was going to do. Thank you. Find the Rasa of the Hyletha, Rasa Suharum. Learn what the Rasa wants and give it within reason. Get their approval and get out. Okay, thanks. That's exactly what I was going to do. I seem to have a lot of authority here. Do I? Sometimes I don't really feel that way. Also, I'm not sure why I would make that remark. You do. You are a prince, after all. You have a dread responsibility. Use your best judgment. Maybe it is an impossible task. Then there will be war. Okay, maybe it's an impossible task, but then there will be war. We will be forced to crush a row again. It has happened before. Do what you can. I trust you. You will be home soon. I miss you. Okay. Well, that was weird. Talent. All right. Yes. So what is this all about? There is a soldier of Haven standing at attention in front of Chief Cestus. He's close to middle age, perhaps thinking of retirement. The harsh sun and winds of the Rokash have marked his skin. He's unarmed, painfully skinny, and his hands are tied in front of him. Chief Cestus says, I'm so sorry, Prince. I could use your opinion on this case. It is unusual. And who is this, Cestus? Before Cestus can open her mouth, the man turns and salutes. Sort of. His hands are bound. Begging your pardon, Prince. I'm Private Talent. Soldier of the Queen. 12 years in the row I have. You look to be in bad shape, Talent. Apologies for that, Prince. I spent my last 3 years up in the Hyletha. It wears a person down. I was looking forward to coming to an easier place for my last years of service. Didn't think I'd come this way. Chief Sisters clears her throat. The High Letha, they have a complaint about the soldier. The Lethans are a hard and stubborn folk, and they wouldn't back down. And what is their complaint? Again, Chief Sisters opens her mouth. Again, Talon can't keep his shut. Well, Prince, I was up on a patrol in their freezing valleys, and I had to relieve myself, as you do. I do it just inside of a cave, outside of the wind, you see. Turns out it was one of their 10,000 crypts. Cestus steps in. It is where the Lethans go to speak with their shades, a sacred place to them, if unmarked. Well, if it was really unmarked, then I think he cannot be blamed. It was an honest mistake. They are very angry about it. They say their sacred lands were defiled. I mean, wild animals do their business everywhere and no one complains. Only because it's a human who didn't do it on purpose, that makes no practical difference. Come on, Lethans, you need to stop being silly sometimes. Just sometimes. In this case, yeah, this is not even worth my consideration, really. They're very angry about it. Well, yes, that's just how they are. They say their sacred lands were defiled, and they sent the soldier for punishment. I mean, yes, he could have done his business somewhere else, but he had no reason to assume that that particular cave was sacred. And if he had, you know, peed on a rock outside, then maybe it would have turned out that that was a sacred rock. You know? It's just... Come on, man. Well, that's the other question. Why did you let the rose see you? I didn't. There was none of them around. Their ghosts, they spied on me. Then they tattled. The dead, they gave a good description of me. They knew they knew me right away. Not right, the dead ones tattling on a person. Why do the row have to keep causing trouble even when they're dead? Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, so what does the High Letha want here? Death, I presume? Oh, well, they ask for execution. Yeah, it seems appropriate. The High Lethans, they're a stern people. Really respect their shades. They will be annoyed at anything else. Anything less. Talon snorts. Those folk, they're always annoyed. Taking my head off my shoulders will change nothing. Indeed. Well, I've made a decision, obviously. A month's pay? I mean, that's not gonna satisfy the Lethans, and obviously it's not gonna satisfy him, or, you know, do anything but punish him for something he does not deserve to be punished for. Obviously, the only option is to execute him. No, let Talon go and stop wasting my time. Yes, please. Talon is untied. He salutes. A real honor, Prince. Good to know for all the fancy food and clothes, you're still one of us. He's led out of the hall. Sesta says, well, the row will be quite angry. Oh, come on, screw the row. They're always angry. Really can't be helped, though. Please make sure Talon serves on the High Letha for a good long time? Yeah, no. Honestly, I feel like that's a surefire way to have the Galdnas sent after him. And that would be quite a shame. Please make sure Talon is transferred out of the High Letha. Yeah, for his own protection, if nothing else. Cestus makes a note on a sheet of parchment. Done. Anything else? That is all. Another day's work concluded. If you'll excuse me, I need several drinks. Yeah, same. Okay, well, that was interesting in a way, but, you know, come on, that was also extremely silly. Oh well. I guess we can actually go ahead and turn in some quests, can't we? I really hope one wasn't from Fort Hailstone, because I would not want to return there and rest again. You know, just in the interest of efficient time management. So we're gonna go ahead and hopefully finish these quests here. The Mist Talkers in Jajayim, that's right. Trader Darmal in Jajayim. Young Merchant Trader. Okay, doesn't specifically mention where, but okay, well, Mercantile seems like a pretty good place to start looking. No, that's Trader Nadine. Nadine, who knows. In the end, perhaps? Kieran Stoff, Sharyn. Huh? Take that outside? Who are you talking to? Sacramentum has to deal with constant shouts for drinks, charred meat, and so on. He still makes sure to hover around you. He doesn't want a prince leaving unhappy. Okay. Any rumors? Tradition is still tradition. Sounds fair. I'm grateful. What have you learned? The raiders terrorizing folk downward aren't foolish enough to come up here. Our watchers don't know where they come from, and they're alarmed. Have they learned nothing? I heard someone say that there was a raider commander called the Wolf. Doesn't seem worth mentioning, but you did pay. Okay, thanks, I guess. Darmal, where are you? Also, Miss Tarkersall. Well, we know that we do want to be here. Laros? Yaros? I've tamed the spirits of Fraximus. There we go. You tell the story to Miss Tarker Yaros. You get almost no response, just the occasional nod. When you're done, he says, "You have done what I asked you to do." There is a long, long pause. And... "Oh, yes. I imagine you want a reward. Of course, any salvage you found in Fraximus is yours. In addition, he gets up with great difficulty and leaves the chamber. Eventually, he returns with a satchel. It contains a flask. Does it? Oh, it must be some clarity brew, I guess. A flask, a scroll, and a fair amount of silver. Here is your bounty. I hope this satisfies you in case fighting our rebels again was not reward enough. Well, no, that in itself wasn't. Clarity brew, awesome. Okay, seriously though, was he just hanging around outside somewhere? Did I just miss him? That's extremely possible. Surely he wasn't here. No. Oh, he was outside. Okay, good. I was getting a little bit worried here. Gresh has been laid to rest. Did we even learn that name? Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe we did. You tell the tale. Trader Darmal is greatly relieved. You have done us a great kindness. Somehow I will make sure that your clan hears how worthy you are of them. Odd way to describe a Prince of Haven. Is it? Please, let me give you a proper reward. You receive a pouch of gold coins, a beautiful crystal, and a small piece of deep metal etched with runes. Oh? Equipoise augment. I'm not sure if we've seen that one. It was an honor to meet you. Well, you do now. I will stay and trade. The rest of us will return home. Business is good. Orders are coming from everywhere. It's an eventful time in the row. Thank you again. After a bit more talk, he returns to stone. Returns to his stone. Okay. 200 gold. Flawless crystal and... mental resist. For a moment there, I hoped that it might be a +4 physical defense rune, which I definitely would have had a use for. But oh well. As it is, we really don't need that one. So, can we sell anywhere? Probably can't. Aerodoxana. Any other ways I can help you? Probably not. I'm sure there are. Oh, such as? Oh, I'm sure there are ways you can help. I just don't know what they are. Oh, fair enough. Okay, never mind. I don't know. Actually, never mind. There is a merchant here. Surely we can sell to them. I'd like to trade. Something to sell. This thing that I just acquired. Okay. Nice. Yep, very much shortened our quest list. You know what? I did mean to actually talk to Miranda about the governor now that we've officially talked to the Watcher here, but oh well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Not really. Oh. Also, I could have sworn... Huh, good thing I... Well... accidentally reminded myself that we had not fully explored the overworld. I could have sworn that we did, so there might actually be more things here. Wow. Okay. Well, I suppose... in a way that's good, because we're already at 49-ish minutes on the clock. So... definitely not enough time to fully deal with the Fangs of Judgment, whatever that is going to entail. But enough time to look around the overworld here. Okay, some reports. Ooh, there's something going on up here. Hello? A large clan of the High Letha has settled in this sheltered valley. They probably lived here for centuries. They've probably lived here for centuries. You charitably guessed that they have spoken to outsiders at some point in the last 100 years. The warriors of the clan are gathered behind a fortification, weapons out. They watch you approach. Well, approach them further. When you get close, an old, life-worn woman standing behind the warriors cries, "That's close enough, Haven. We've heard the tales. Does the blood of the roe flow in your veins?" Well, it sometimes flows off my sword. Yikes. No, it does, of course. The guards nod. She says, "We've heard the tales. You will never truly be one of us, but you seem like you need not be our enemy. Good enough for hospitality." The guards step aside, letting you in. Huh. Okay. The clan watches you quietly as you walk around their compound. The small children, clad in so many thick furs they look like big balls, are particularly fascinated. Wherever you go, you are offered tea, light meals, and the occasional strong, peculiar sour roe beverage. They don't talk much. They just stare at you, sizing you up. Before you depart, they ask if you would like to trade. Sure. I mean, I really don't know how much more of the stuff we need at this point. We obviously don't need those weapons, but you know. Oh, 2 deep metals? Honestly, I feel like we have plenty of those. Like, 1 billion pieces, but it's fine. Oh, whoops. Not sure what it said there, probably nothing important. Many of them gather at the fence to watch you go. You still can't read a single emotion on their faces. A worrying failure for a supposed diplomat. No, that's fine. That's just how they are. Okay, we actually have some Fenris wolves wandering around here. Ooh, and this place seems special. It seems like one of those sports fields. Okay, I did not expect to have to walk all the way around there. Yeah, there's just no way through here. It seems like there should be something going on. Okay, the wolves are not coming after me. That was close. But I'll take it. I mean, obviously I will, even if it hadn't been close. Now, let's see here. We have been down this way. We have been over here. And I can't quite tell. It looks like we have not been down this way. This is just cut off because the map only displays so much. Yeah, we have not seen that. Or this little bit. So we've actually probably seen most of it. It's most of the map. It seems unlikely that we would have missed, like, for example, a full-on area to explore. Watchpost has recently been abandoned. Recently. Okay. But no further explanation as to why. Oh. Who are you guys? Oh, we've had this encounter before. Do I really have to go through this again? What are you doing? So they're just gonna laugh at me? Maybe they want me to demonstrate strength, get out of my way? No, you defile the pilgrimage road. You step off of it. He helpfully points to the deep mud on either side. I received permission from Rasa Elha of Lascara. They don't care about her. I am Prince of Haven. I don't walk in the mud. The High Lethans draw their weapons. We speak for the deep truth when nobody else will. It is our purpose. We must make a stand now. The pilgrimage road is sacred. It is the path to the heart. Get off it. You're forcing me to defend myself. You can't defeat me. The old Lethans look at each other. There is a long, tense moment. You look them in the eye, brave and resolute. They look at each other. Then they nod. At first you think that this is it. The test has been passed. Then they attack you. Really? Okay, well, no. I'm not going to fight them. That's just stupid. I'm going to walk around. That's fine. I mean, technically I have previously chosen to, you know, accept the humiliation of walking in the mud. So, you know, it's just silly that the same encounter gets repeated. So what is going on here? There is a group of Lethan hunters camped by this fire. I was thinking that might be what's going on with the monsters down here. There are skinny, grim folk. The looks on their faces make you think that you will just be wordlessly turned away. Then they slide aside, making room on a log by their fire. Okay, join them. You sit with them. They hand you a portion of charred, undersalted venison and some sort of fermented roe drink. You are as polite as possible about the whole thing. Eventually, one hunter chooses to speak for them. We are hunters. Lots of hunting in the Letha. We hear that you hunt too, Haven. I do. What do you know about me? We are remote, but we are not ignorant. We Ro have to know everything about Haven. We're your vessels. You loom over us. So, what do you hunt? Food and pride. There are many beasts in the wilds. Some of them keep us alive in the old ways. Others give us glory. Anything I can hunt? Yes, there is vicious prey. Too much for our little group. Lots of glory to share. Ice beasts to the south, among the rocks. They whispered to each other. We were going to leave, but we can stay for a bit. See the hunting prowess of mighty Haven. The beasts to the south are proper prey. Will you kill them? Sure, I could use another trophy. They nod. We would like to see that. We will hunt from here for a time. Show us the glory of Haven. Soon they bid you a polite farewell and return to their tents. Well, there they are. This clearing has been claimed by an assortment of beasts. They are all creatures of the cold, and this snowy clearing is a good base for them when they aren't hunting livestock and people. Normally they pace around and snarl at each other. When you come close, they set aside their conflicts and gather for the chance of fresh meat. They aren't foolish enough to attack, though. Well, we are. You draw your blade and plunge into the crowd of snarling beasts. As you approach, a wild wind picks up, filling the air with stinging shards of ice. As you deliver your first blow, you feel strangely in a way you can't quite articulate, like a child of the Ro. Okay, that's new. You have your bow out? Yes. So, apparently these are all supposed to be creatures of the cold. I mean, only the winter wolves are, I would have identified as such, but okay. Let's see. Slowed, confused, weakened, 100 damage. And that was not even a crit, was it? That was just a normal hit, I think? Well, yeah, I guess it would have been with the damage bonus from the Bludgeon Senseless. Creatures of the cold, you say? Not particularly fans of fireballs, I'm guessing? Oh, okay. Those decided to move over that way. That was a normal crit for 100 damage. Okay. Did he also heal himself? No. I thought I saw something pop up there. Some sort of message as he attacked, but those always, you know, appear for such a short moment that I typically don't get to read them. I have to guess half of it, but that's fine. There we go, another fireball settled that. Crit for 94. 69 damage, non-crit. I like it. It's also kind of weirdly satisfying to attack with a melee attack and not hear the clank of metal. Right? Just this explosion sound. I don't know. It's probably just because it's different, not because it's inherently more satisfying to, you know, deal a different damage type. Well, this lizard should just be dying. You know, charge it. Just for fun. Okay, you can walk forth. I guess just heal him. You know, we'll just wait. There we go. Exactly 12 damage. And that's that. The beast's dead. You search their nests and claim their treasure. You find a nice assortment of coinage and other barterable goods. There is also a flask of quicksilver beverage, doubtless stolen from some unfortunate caravan. Awesome. And you return to the Lethan camp. The hunters are no friendlier, but they make room by their fire again. Cat, what was that? She just randomly ran into my legs. Weird. Okay, the hunters are no friendlier, but they make room by their fire again. I just slew a few beasts in the rocks to the south. The hunters nod. We saw. It was bravely done. The tales don't lie. You are a true hunter, and you have Ro blood in your veins. Others will hear of this. They give you a polite farewell, pack up their gear, and are soon gone. Alright. That should help make up for some of the less popular decisions I've made recently. Okay, we got some wandering spirits. Oh yeah, come to think of it, we're technically still looking for Sharyn's spirit, right? The ghost of her sister Sharyn might be wandering the icy waste of the High Letha. Well, of course we don't know if that would be down here, but she's probably not part of a group of spirits like that. If I see a single spirit wandering around somewhere, I guess I'll try to approach. I suppose I'm going to confirm that these really are enemies. A sharp wind blows several insubstantial forms toward you. When they get close, you see that they are ghosts. Oh no. They are spirits of lost row warriors of old. When they see you, they howl and rush toward you. Then they crash over you, exploding into clouds of sharp ice crystals. With final angry howls, they return to their rest. You are startled and chilled to the bone, but otherwise unharmed. Oh, okay. Is this going to be the same? Hello? Yes? Interesting. I mean, it really does not seem to do anything. When these warriors emerge from the mist and snow, you get a good look at them. They are Havenites. They recognize you immediately, and they are eager to talk to you. You learn that your claim is still secure. It's enjoying a brief, pleasant period of not being attacked. Okay, nice. They crash into you. You find that this group is angrier and more substantial than the others. They stop and face you. You feel chilled to the bone. Oh, okay. I'm guessing these three... Oh, hi there. 30% evasion. We just got unlucky. I'm also definitely going to be confused at some point about, you know, which evasion number is going to apply to Chip's attack, because... yeah. It's just what it is. Can we... I mean... This is kind of unsatisfying, isn't it? Can't quite get all of them. I should probably make sure I hit the Banshee, though, if I do have to make a choice. So we'll do that. Anyway, yeah, so I'm guessing that these three similar-looking groups that were mostly in the same area here, that they're somehow connected. Wow, okay, that's 2 misses in a row. How unfortunate. Do I heal? I guess I don't technically need to. 52, come on, you can do it. Ah, you didn't do it. Do I throw another fireball? I guess. Okay. Banshee is actually dead. That Icy Shade is almost dead. Okay. Chip continues to take damage. Could you maybe hit this? Ah, well, you did. But that was not actually enough. Whirlwind? Okay. And... oh, I was not expecting her turn to come up again, but I guess that's fine. You can drink a potion. Okay, nothing special happened. Maybe... ah. You walk among 2 rows of tall stone monuments. The bases are etched with long lists of dead clan members memorialized out here in the wastes. You note that many of the names say of the Kranus or of the Daga. Apparently, no death in the row is complete without a memorial, even a modest one up here in the High Letha. Okay. Got more shades wandering around. So yeah, in case I never finished that sentence before, it seemed like, you know, since obviously the message for the third group that we ran into was similar but not identical to the first two, that maybe these are building on each other, or maybe not. Maybe it's just that 3 of them were only there to spook you, I guess, but ultimately harmless, but one of them just happened to be more aggressive. Huh, okay. Fair enough, I guess. What is this? Did we approach this before? I guess we did. Okay, and with that... okay, no, we never fully explored up here, I guess? Definitely been up there. Huh. Yeah, up this way is the Emerald Foundry, right. This doesn't look like a Like an area. I mean, it's not clear where the area begins, actually. Okay, yeah, we have not actually been up here. Okay, so this is something, but not a full-on area to explore. Just a mini encounter. You're at the entrance to a trap cave. It's a big hole in the mountain, left here to draw in your less intelligent variety of monster. Then row hunters can come by and slay them for glory and wealth. This seems familiar. But obviously we have not been to this one. Maybe the other cave over... Yeah, the door that we saw over to the west was similar. There are tracks in the snow leading in and out. You can't mistake them. Wolves in quantity. Well, let's enter, I guess. You light a torch and search a tunnel. The passage doesn't extend into the mountain too far before it branches into multiple corridors. You hear growling coming from all around you. Wolves? Yes. They start padding out of the shadows, placing themselves between you and the exit. They look at you hungrily. Little pools of drool accumulate at their feet. You look for an alternate exit. It does no good. The wolves pounce. Well, I mean, obviously we were expecting combat here, or else we would not have entered in the first place. So, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, we'll make sure to hit all of these enemies here. Ooh, nice one. Should I buff? I guess I could. Thing is, I mean, we're still mostly looking okay, except for our mage, of course, who has been using up a lot of mana. It's always so tempting. I'm wondering, of course, if I can't just continue this expedition and head into the Fangs of Judgment. I mean, I suppose I can. The question is, will buffing now prevent me from taking more damage in the long run, or should I just fight without the buff and heal afterward? It seems like this fight is going to continue for a little bit longer, so let's make sure that it goes over as quickly as possible. Okay, we got the winter wolves breathing some frost here. Fenris beast or direwolf? Really not sure how they're different, or which one is worse. Whirlwind is only gonna affect the 3 of these. Still, better than nothing. There you go. So tempting, but no, I'm gonna conserve our mana a little bit. Yes, it's gonna die from bleeding. If I'm not severely mistaken. Okay, weak and confused. Oh. Wait. Who did what just now? Huh. Not sure, but it worked in our favor, I guess. You are dead now. Nice crit. Ooh. A nice crit back for 166. Ooh. I'd rather not have anyone die here, please. Not like this. Wow. I think it's safe to say that this new weapon has improved his damage output quite a bit. I did definitely not mean to flick there. Too close, man. Oh, that could have been it, and it would have been entirely my own fault. I'm gonna heal him again, actually. There you go. Once the wolves are dead, you are able to search their lair. You are disappointed by the haul. A few handfuls of coins. No crafting materials. Just gnawed bones and ruined armor. In one corner you do find something interesting. It's a scourge, a sort of vicious weapon wielded in the High Lethem. You take it. Yeah, that is disappointing. Just an iron scourge. Yeah. Anyway, we have these slimes wandering around, but I don't particularly feel like fighting them. Seems like they're coming after me now. All of a sudden. Oh, okay, they lost interest. Now, I think, at this point, we have actually seen everything. And there were indeed no other areas to discover, so that's good. I mean, I wouldn't have minded something else to do here, but I'm also kind of eager to move to the final, well, I guess the penultimate area we haven't been to. The Arum Peaks, of course, are still waiting for us, although I wonder how many areas there are actually going to be here. Obviously, there is Prova Krug itself, which is going to be the final area, final dungeon, perhaps. I'm guessing there's probably something here. I mean, obviously the map displays this tower here. I'm guessing that this is going to be one final bottleneck that we're going to have to deal with in order to gain access to Arum Peaks, but I wonder if there are going to be many more areas besides the Nameless Library and the Upper Ice Gate. And then Prova Krug itself. Also, I mean, the Northern Hyletha obviously is in itself pretty small, so I'm not expecting to find a whole lot of areas up here either. Anyway, I think we should be in decent enough shape to keep going. Can we actually use a potion from the world map? No. Okay, fair enough. We can, however, fast travel here, just like this. So next time we're ready to enter the Fangs of Judgment with some pretty, I don't know, almost kind of weirdly out of place looking walls, I gotta say. I mean, I've been here before, but I guess I didn't feel that way before. So I don't remember this peculiar look. Anyway, next time we're gonna head inside and see what's what, and probably, yeah, honestly, probably gonna be fine in terms of resources. I mean, we're hardly missing anything. So, yeah, we're gonna probably fight our way through the Fangs of Judgment and enter the final, well, again, not the final area, but, you know, the last part of the regular provinces, I guess, for what it's worth. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye!